What up, everybody? It's your girl JoJo of JoJo's Replay, and I am here to tell you about OAT, Official America's Team. It is a platform built for fans, by fans, and it's all about Cowboys Nation, baby. We got so many big-time personalities like yours truly, Tyson Westcoast from Dallas Cowboys Scouting, Silver and Blue Nation headed by Big Game James, and the president and CEO himself, Barry Gibson, the guy that's bringing us all together and making all of this happen. Go subscribe. Go be a supporter. You know it's all about Cowboys Nation and about this chase for number 6, baby. And OAT is the hub to connect us all. So I'm telling you right now, go join. Go subscribe, because here at OAT, baby, we making big moves, because OAT is our business, and our business is our swag.
Hold up. We them boys. We still them boys, baby. Yeah. How about them Dallas Cowboys? Man, we might have got eliminated today, but didn't we just beat the team that beat the Philadelphia Eagles? Man, damn. Eagles gonna cry in the car today if they not already. They done took a L to the Commanders. And the Cowboys done beat Baker. Patty cake, Bakers, man. Roll them up, put them in the pan. What happened, Eagles fans? Yeah, them Dallas Cowboys, baby. How about that for a win? Where's my girl Kels and where's my guy Bob at? Boy, I'm waiting for them to tap in so we can go through this post-game show. Let's go. If you happy the Cowboys won, I need you to like and share this video. Don't be fucking around big backing in my gym after a win tonight. Let's go. Don't be big back behavior tonight. I think a lot of Cowboy fans had us, a lot of experts had us written off tonight. They said the Bucs was going to blow them boys back out, but it didn't happen. It did not happen. Scrubs win. Who you talking about? The Eagles didn't win today. The Scrubs beat the Eagles. Yeah, they did. She said, send me the link. Can't join in here. Let me just put the link in the comments. It'll be easier to do it that way than for me to send it to you. I might have fudged the number on there too, so I apologize about that, Kale. So don't be trying to join my damn live, especially if you big backing in my gym. Y'all better get on that and raise the bar if you happy the Cowboys won. Let's go. We got 30 people on here. We ain't got 13 likes. We're not going to go this show. We're not going to do this until y'all get them likes up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it tonight. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. How about them Cowboys? Where them haters at? I see you, Daniel. Appreciate you tapping in all the time over there on YouTube. But yeah, that link is in the comments, Kels. Click on that link. I could get you up in the studio a lot easier. Maybe I sent the wrong one to Bob too. We'll get y'all in here. Man, what a game, y'all. What a game. That was an exciting game. I mean, that had some heart. That had some pride. You know, I mean, the Cowboys finally beat a fucking team over 500. Oh, we gonna get some respect. Even when we got eliminated, we beat a team over 500. I mean, the future is looking bright. You know, it's our year until it ain't starts tomorrow, right? You know, we got eliminated today, but tomorrow it starts officially. It's our year again for 2025. Let's go. We're gonna run it back. Let's go, Cowboy fans. I need you to like and share this video, because we ain't got to hear no Eagles fans. We ain't got to hear no bang, bang. They on the couch with us. Bang, bang. Sit your ass on the couch with your boy. You out of the playoffs too. We just going to wait here and watch the Eagles destruct in December like they always do. Yeah, can you say, damn? Let's go. Come on now. Let's get them likes up. We got 40 people. Come on now. Get them likes up. Don't be big backing in my damn gym. A lot of y'all been big backing through Thanksgiving. Y'all going to be over here trying to big back up in Christmas. It's not going down. I need you to raise the bar. Some of y'all been big backing a little too much over here in the gym. Tell them about it, Bob.
What's going on? Yeah.
Tell them you been in the gym, Bob. No big back behavior tonight. Raise the bar, baby. Let's go.
Let's get better. Share it. Like it. Do everything we need to do.
Well, your link worked. I don't know why Kels didn't work. Maybe Kels is on the move, but we're going to have Kels join us here too, man. How you feeling about that? Wasn't that an exciting game? Didn't it feel like them Cowboys played with some heart and some pride tonight?
Yeah, I just texted a couple people that was probably the most exciting, meaningless game I've seen in a long time. The defense was obviously hitting hard as hell legally too. Mind you, some really, really good hits outside of the illegal realm. I think Tampa Bay got us back like once, but we were dominating these guys all day, and I don't know. It's very odd to see. Maybe McCarthy's got that locker room, man. I mean, we don't get to see a lot of stuff. All we see is what's put on the field, so we make a bunch of assumptions as fans. We have to think maybe the sky's falling and he's going to be losing his job because we're losing a team. But Collinsworth made a good point. If I tell you that your head coach is going to go 12-5 for the last 3 years, how is he on the hot seat? That's kind of true.
No, I mean, Mike's going to be here. We're going to probably get Mike and Ike. We're going to get Mike and Ike back next year. I know a lot of folks don't want to see Mike Zimmer return. But, man, look, shout out to Al Harris, man. The secondary came through tonight. I was a little worried about the secondary. I told him I was a little worried about Patty Cake Baker's, man, roll him up and put him in the pan for my guy, Mike Evans over there. But, man, even Mike Evans was getting the wood laid on him out there.
Yeah, we
how about Maris Leofow laying that wood, pause?
That was nice, man. That was nice.
Them Cowboys was hitting, baby. I'm like, where has this been? We need this type of attitude every game. I hope the Cowboys can continue to build on that. That's fine. We lost today. We're out of the race mathematically. You and I both know, and even Bob and I both know, Cooper Rush was not going to take us to the NFC Championship game.
No.
Can we just admit that? Can we all be realists tonight? Because a lot of Cowboy fans are saying, we shouldn't have won because now our draft pick is trash. We ain't got no good draft pick, man. I don't know, Kels. What's up with the draft pick? Can you tell us where we rank that right about now?
Right now we're at 13.
I know we was at 12 before the end of the game, but I don't know, did us winning moves us down, obviously, right?
I think so. I think it moves us to 14. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all something.
Yeah. But, I told y'all we was going to be picking between 15 and 20. So miss me with that. We shouldn't have won because we need a draft pick. Man, one draft pick is not going to save this team next year. And you and I both know it, man.
One
y'all see that?
For sure.
What's that? What you got going on over there, Kels?
That's my cake.
Happy birthday. Nice.
Yeah, it is, Kels. Y'all, come on now. Y'all give my girl Kels a round of applause. It is her birthday. You see, you even had the boys losing today. You said they was ghetto and for the streets, Kels, and they came through for you. I knew you put some respect on them Cowboys tonight, girl.
Now, technically, I had this game as a win. Let's be real. But just seeing the state of our team and how we played, I was like, it's going to be an L. Try to prove me wrong. I'm sorry, I'm putting something on my cup real quick.
Yeah, who's going to get the game ball? That's what I want to know. A lot of hits was out there tonight, y'all. We appreciate the comments coming in. We'll get to them as we go.
Bland.
I might give it to Jordan or Bland, if I'm being honest.
They gave it to Bland because I just came into the apartment, and when I came in and I grabbed my iPad, they just presented the game ball. So Bland got one and Rush got one.
Yeah, look at everybody say happy birthday, Kels. Look at happy birthday, Kels. Happy birthday, Kels. Y'all give it up for my girl. Come on now. Y'all raise the bar. Don't be big bagging in the gym now. Come on now. Let's go. Raise the bar, baby. Them Cowboys won. I know a lot of y'all was wishing the Cowboys was going to lose tonight, but they didn't. Man, y'all realize Eagles took 2 L's today because not only did they lose to the Commanders, the Cowboys beat Baker Mayfield, which beat the Philadelphia Eagles according to Eagles logic. Isn't that how it works, Bob?
It is. That's
yeah.
And what funny thing is, I've been hearing since Dak went down, all I've been hearing from these Eagles fans is, "Oh, that's why your team sucks because you can't win a game without your starting quarterback. Any good team can win a game without their starting quarterback." Okay. Well, show me that today, my friend.
Yeah, man, and shout out to the Rush lovers out there. Shout out to the Rush lovers. I know y'all are all trying to drive the wedge. I'm just glad Dak and Cooper Rush are on the same team. You know what I mean? Caitlin says with the ground game bottled up and Rush dropping back 35 times. Woo, Rush dropping back. They found a way. And yes, Bland and Rush got game balls. Yeah, give it up, man. I was concerned about this secondary. I know we talked about this on the pregame show, but man, they showed up. Jay Lou made plays. Don Wilson made plays. I mean, everybody making plays.
Y'all saw my boy Jay Lou. I'm about to text him like, that's how you effing do it.
Yeah. Jay Lou coming up with the sacks and with the picks. I mean, I don't know how he got that ball. I'm like, man, if that's a touchdown, I'm like, here go the Cowboys, typical Cowboys. We're going to find a way to get this shit away. But no, not Jay Lou. He said, no,
those rips.
No.
Those rips, I didn't even see them as they happened.
Jay Lou looked at him and said,
man.
Jay Lou said like this, Bob. He said, not in my house.
Not in my house. Not tonight.
Shout out to the Kimbe Matumbo. Not in my house.
That was insane, man.
Rest in
Charles
peace.
says they also reported Barry Gibson, Jalen Hurts is already put next week. What does that mean? Does it mean he's not playing next week? I know he got concussion protocol. So
the P is next to the O on the keyboard. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he said out.
okay,
He's out.
He's out next game.
Yeah, because the way that concussion protocol work is that you're normally out for 2 days. That deals with medicals. They have to do a CTE brain
Yeah, it's a whole
evaluation
protocol they got to go
and
through.
everything. Yeah. Like the only difference is with the case like with Cooper Beebe is that we had 3 back-to-back games and it was like 4 games in between each other. So he missed the Panthers game, and with that game, and who did we play before the Panthers? I just saw the thing.
The Bengals.
The Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
the
know
Bengals.
the muff punt.
Right. So we had a little more time for BB Cooper to enter into concussion protocol so he could be ready for Tampa Bay game. So we had a mini bye week in between that Bengals and that Panthers game.
Yeah, I'm just glad Brandon Aubrey kept me alive today. My son almost beat me in my fantasy football lineup. He had CD, and so when CD got hurt, I was like, "Oh, almost like keep him out." You know what I mean? I thought CD was gonna be done after he hit the turf on that catch on that shoulder. A lot of folks saying that man out there got an Oscar. Say he acting. Man, that dude been playing hurt, and then I was still surprised to see him come back in the game. You got to give it up for the 88 behavior, man. Let's go. Y'all raised the bar for my guy CD Lamb tonight, playing tough through the game. 100 yards in the first half. Y'all see that graphic they did there with Michael Irvin? Like CD is going to bust all the 88 records. Dez, he is coming for the all-time touchdowns reception leader at 75.
And he already surpassed Drew Pearson. That fun fact that I gave yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's 4th. I can't remember if it was between Emmitt Smith and Jason Witten that was number 1 and number 2. Michael Irvin was number 3. Drew Pearson was number 4. Now that one catch, that's all CeeDee Lamb needed was one catch, and he would have surpassed Drew Pearson's record. So he surpassed Drew Pearson's record. So he's now at number 4. And Drew Pearson is at number 5.
CD doing it with all kind of quarterbacks too, if you know what I mean. Shout out to my guy King Sharon, official 2024 Gym Rat of the Year sponsor with Red Arc Builders in the building, baby. Good to see you.
Yeah, they were playing old school defense.
Let me tell y'all something real quick too. As someone who's, since the last, 6-7 months I've been in the gym, hitting the gym pretty hard. At 51 years old, the AC joint, I think it's anterior clavicular. It's part of your. It's what holds your clavicle to your shoulder. If you've ever had any issue with, you will understand the absolute pain that comes from dealing with an injury to this. Yeah. Now, what happens to people our age when we're bench pressing? As soon as you get your elbows past that 90 degrees, that's when you start doing that stress to it. So when you start getting sore shoulders after bench press, military press, all this other stuff, that's just such a minor part of an AC joint tear, sprain. If you have anything past what I'm talking about, it is excruciatingly painful.
Yeah.
That's I was surprised to see him come back in the game. I'm like, what?
And he slammed down on the one that was hurt, on the shoulder that was hurt.
Yeah.
I think the first season I saw CD Lamb come into this league, my friends will tell you this. I questioned whether he was an 88 guy. He was a little skinny. He didn't look so tough. But I'd say it took about maybe a season before I started realizing this dude is maybe one of the toughest players I've seen in the NFL in a long time. He's throwback tough. He's not big. He's throwback tough, though. And, yeah, that AC joint is nothing to play with. So the fact that he played through with that is pretty hardcore.
I heard it is worse than dislocating your shoulder. And this is the shoulder that I dislocated. And I already know I don't have the mobility that I used to have before the dislocation.
Well, you can relocate a shoulder. You can't reattach an AC joint. It has to heal over itself. It has to do it over time. You have
All I know is when I seen him hit the turf, I'm like, oh, he done. Like, man, he came back. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, I already knew he was tough, but I'm like, at that point, I'm like, sit him down because we're gonna fuck around and get CD hurt, and then he gonna be like Dak trying to rehab, coming back to OTAs. We don't need no more starters getting hurt.
They put, you know, the Cowboys got the best drugs on the market for injuries and stuff. They probably gave them the top of the line cortisone.
Yeah, we know it's North Dallas 41 over there. You know what I mean?
But let me give y'all some tea. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Zimmer went into the old Parcells and Jimmy Johnson playbook for that defense.
What?
He's doing base.
He's citing his sources. He's going back to the OGs.
And you know who told me that? And he said I can nicely tell that on the podcast.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, can we just play like that every game? Can y'all act like you care and hit and play with pride and play it just tough and shake off a bad play and come back and make another play? Like when, Wilson had that big hit on Evans right there, and then they turned around and they converted on that third down. It just took all that steam out, but they didn't stop. They got back in it, stopped them again, and made them punt. Like that is, where the Cowboys' heads need to be at. So whatever Zimmer is doing over there, he need to keep doing it, Kills.
But here's my thing. Why it take until week 16?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I heard somebody say something. It looks like the Dallas Cowboys are it looks like the Cowboys are really, really trying hard to play hard for their coach these last few weeks. I said the same thing to myself, Kills. I said, well, where the hell were they the first 5 weeks? Where were they when Dak was playing with us? Where was all of this going on back then? It seems like we have to wait till that water boils.
Where was this when we almost literally gave away the first game of the season after we had a lead? So, and Al Harris, it was a lot of plays. Brand new play calling also came from Al Harris.
Right. Al needs to be a guy that's a little bit more involved in this defense. He's one of the unsung heroes on that squad.
Yeah, a lot of folks calling him. Hopefully, at some point he'd be a coordinator. And, I don't know, Mike Zimmer, and it looks like house money with Mike McCarthy. The Dallas Cowboys are now, what are we, 7-8 now? Is that what it is?
Yeah, 7-8.
Yeah,
7-8. Cause it's amazing to think we're going to be potentially 500 this season, especially after everything that we've been up against, losing our quarterback, all of the injuries, all of the dumb plays, we didn't figure it out until we finally get eliminated, and then let's put some shit together. You know what I mean? Well, let's do that against the Eagles. Let's do that against the Commanders, and let's see how this thing really shakes out. I'm not too upset we didn't make the playoffs. Let's just be real. We know if we'd have made it first round, it'd have been same old song and dance, one and done.
Hey, it could be worse, y'all. We could be the Giants.
Well, they're actually number 1 right now on the NFL draft, so they'll be drafting first with their 10th loss in a row currently, but we still got 2 more weeks to go. And the Cowboys, I'm trying to find it right now if anybody's got it updated. No.
I got to tell you, man, that last Super Bowl the Giants won, they won in spite of their organization, in spite of their coaching staff. That wasn't what everybody thought it was, man. They've been having issues for a long time.
Yeah, Ray. It's just a dead argument, dog. Dak been hurt, man. We can leave Dak alone on the sideline until he come back to OTA. He says because he's not that good, Dak is about the money, not interested in playing football. What about Michael Parsons? Michael Parsons came out and said he'll take less money. I mean, we all know CD Lamb and Dak Prescott are going to restructure. For the goofies out here that don't know, to think Dak getting paid too much, wait till he restructures in the offseason. Then can you come back with the same energy? That's all I'm saying. Because Micah can control this. If Micah can drive this ship with this front office, man, look, we might see the Cowboys turn over a new leaf, man. Maybe the 30-year mark might have some meaning to it.
Hey, every player's about that money, man. Don't kid yourself, dude. Every single player wants the best money in their position every time their contract comes up. If you're not in the top 3, you ain't going to get it. But everybody wants it. It's all about the money. Ever since free agency, it's about the money.
Well, players are going to get paid, and we know agents are going to want to get money. We know Micah saying that. We don't know if David Muguleta is the guy that's actually going to be down with what Mike is talking about, but we're going to circle back to that. Shout out to Caitlin tapping in. Says, shout out to Nick Vigil. Felt like I heard this name all broadcast, making the most of his opportunities. Yeah, he did. He was out there in the mix almost every play.
Can I do a commercial break real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit us with it.
I just got a text, so we're at number 15.
All right, number 15. That's fine. That's
Okay.
just what we are all the freaking time when we're not doing very well. That's
Yeah. Well, I said 15 to 20. I mean, that's typical. The Cowboys, we always do well enough to not be that high in the draft pick, but now we're here. You know what I mean? I thought, this response on the Cowboys, we knew they probably had a game plan with Cooper Rush and the starters this week. After we got eliminated, it was going to be interesting to see maybe did the Cowboys switch things up? They didn't switch up. They stayed with the game plan. They came in with Cooper. We're probably not going to see Trey Lance at this point. I think these last two games, especially after today, I think the Trey Lance ship has sailed. I think Trey Lance is going to go on to another team next season.
All right.
Yeah. Let's get that fourth round pick back.
I got him on the text line because he said he's bored right now and he's texting during the interview. So whatever questions you have, shoot them now.
Ray says, Rush, who has, well, look, Ray, do you know that, newsflash, Ray, do you understand Dak and Rush on the same team? Just to start there. Why we got to divide players on the roster? I don't understand that. What you got, Kels? I'm sorry. I know I keep interrupting you.
No, I'm sorry. He said that he's listening to interviews right now. He's kind of bored. So whatever questions you have, answer them now.
Yeah, if y'all got questions, throw them up in there and shoot them up in there. It's Kels with the intels on the late night tip. It's midnight now on the East Coast. Shout out to all of our East Coast Cowboy fans that follow Build Different Group, especially on Facebook and YouTube. It's good to have the gang back together. Feels good to have you back in the gym. I know you've been in your gym, Bob, but it's good to feel you back in the gym over here. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to doing some things with you, especially on the green side next year.
It's still my birthday.
It's a birthday, girl.
Hey, Ray, I hear what you're saying on this, man. But
right
listen,
I had the Bucks winning, but the team was being a whole. So
the thing about Cooper Rush is, he's going to find it's going to seem like he's more successful because the thing about a quarterback like Rush is if you're going to be a game manager and you're going to do things to make sure that you're not making too many mistakes so that you just do enough to get your team by, that's not going to get you these big plays. Cooper Rush isn't a downfield bomb the ball big play guy. He threw a couple today, but he's not normally about that. So if you've got a quarterback who doesn't take chances, you're not going to turn the ball over a lot. You're not going to make a lot of mistakes, but you're also not going to have those big chunk plays that you need to make these big wins.
I'm sorry,
I don't know.
I think Ray's a troll. He says, bad news is Rush is playing well enough that since he is a free agent, look, man, Cooper Rush been a backup for Dallas I don't know how long. Why didn't nobody go and get him?
Yeah,
when they had the chance to get him. That's all I want to say. Like, we can go round and round all night, Ray, if you want to now.
He's a backup.
He's a backup.
He's a backup, exactly. Why has nobody else went and got him and signed him? The same thing with Trey Lance. Like, everybody arguing for the Trey Lance. Like, I have never seen Cowboy fans argue over three positions in the same, or three players in the same position group.
Yeah, right. Start Dak. Start Rush.
He is what people in the league call a journeyman.
Yeah, like what's this guy, Josh Johnson, or with this quarterback that played for 15 different teams? I mean, you can still make a living doing that.
Having Cooper Rush as our backup quarterback is a luxury most teams don't have. Exactly. Well, except for maybe the Atlanta Falcons, because they finally benched white Dak Prescott over there. Kirk Cousins had to go sit his ass on the bench for the Penix kid. Now they got Penix, and they got him, and they got Penix and somebody else on Sunday Night Football next week. Now I think the Commanders, right? Yeah, it's going to be
Penix. I can't even say Penix is as good as Rush yet.
But still, I mean, we got to be happy we got Cooper Rush as a backup, and he's not going anywhere next year. Can we all just admit Dak's going to be back by OTAs, ready to roar? That means Cooper probably going to get signed to a one or another 2-year deal. That means Trey may go to another team somewhere else, or maybe Trey don't stays.
Can I break in real quick?
Yeah.
Because while you're talking about that, this is what just came in. This is the thing with both of the QBs. One is going to be more than the other. If we were to keep Cooper Rush for next year, he will be paid $5 million against the cap.
We got 19.
Right now, what we're paying Trey Lance is more than what Cooper Rush contract.
Yeah, we had to pick up Trey's option or something.
Yeah. No, we didn't set that.
They didn't pick up his 5th year option.
Well, they picked up the tab on what we owed him, so that's why he's getting
owed
paid more than Cooper.
of
Yeah.
what's owed. So for the 2025 season, Trey Lance will be less than Cooper Rush.
Well, maybe there's a little wrinkle there.
If we got Dak coming back next year, then we've got Cooper Rush as our backup. It doesn't make any sense because the two we know the two work together in the quarterback room well enough.
I guess as Cooper's agent, like what Kels is alluding to, is going to be like, oh yeah, I want Cooper back, huh? Let's take a look at who is Cooper Rush's agent right quick.
He looks like somebody that could definitely go to the Giants. He looks, if they don't get a quarterback, he could play for some of these hog teams that are going to not do much.
Yeah, we already got Dave Mugaleta. That's Micah Parsons' agent in the chat. Let's see who is the agent of one Cooper Rush. But y'all go ahead as I'm looking it up because I gotta find it here.
I was looking too because I don't know who his agent is.
Well, I know that definitely having a backup like this is a good thing. The guy knows the system. He knows what's going on. He's not someone you've got to come in and give a few games to. We saw what we did when Dak went down last time. He won 5 out of 6 or something.
Chris Cabot, Cabott of Equity Sports, is the agent of Cooper Rush, a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. There's some AI. Chris Cabot right there. So Chris Cabot and David Mugaleta have entered the chat. Well, we know Todd France is there too next offseason with a one Brandon Aubrey. Man, Brandon Aubrey saved me in my fantasy football league today to go to the next round. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, he beat my wife's butt. She was screaming every time he had to hit a 58-yarder, which was about 3 at first.
Sherelle says, hey, Sherelle, I see you. Good to see you out there at the Panthers game. We've seen you out there kicking it with the folks. He said Cooper needs to stay. Facts, he has proven his backup's hard to find. I mean, he understands his role. I don't think Cooper's bucking saying, I want to go to the Raiders and start.
My only thing
I want to go to the Giants and start.
My only thing with him this year, since he has started with Dak being out, his accuracy in reading the field is not like it was when Dak was out in 2020 and 2021.
Well, Charles brought up a good point. He was saying, why does it look like the play calling is different with Cooper versus Dak Prescott, especially when it comes to like reading the defense and things like that?
Because they did what they did. I'm sorry to cut in. They did with this playbook like they did for the other playbooks for when Dak was out for the season of 2020 and the 5 games that he was out in 2021. They literally dumbed down the playbook. The playbook is almost like a 3-ring binder. I'm telling you. Okay, let's be real. I actually have some Cowboy playbooks, okay? Don't ask me how I got them, but I got them, and they were overnight too.
Well, you cares with the entails. We know how you got them.
Right. They are.
Hey, it fell off the back of a truck, all right? Shut up about it.
I got it through the FOIA, the Freedom of Information Act.
Listen, they're 3-ring binders, okay?
Yeah, it's no joke.
Big book.
Of every play for special teams, offense, defense, okay? I've been following these playbooks, okay? And then I also rewind and watch the game with the playbook in hand. I called Will McClay and say, what the fuck is this? Why would y'all run something like that? So with Cooper Rush, they have literally condensed that playbook to almost like 3 chapters, where there's almost like 50 chapters in.
So what you're saying is Cooper Rush got the playbook for dummies in Dallas. That's what he got.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's a cliff, not
there we go. That's why the play calling is so much different between Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush, because Cooper Rush got the playbook for dummies.
It's a condensed Cliff Note version of the actual Cowboys playbook.
But it's also the stuff that he excels at as a quarterback or is able to manage, as opposed to the plays that Dak Prescott runs and is able to even audible out of, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but he got to be real comfortable, and I think that's where the difference is at, because, even Chris Collinsworth, out of all of the shit that comes out of his mouth, he actually had something valuable to bring to the table and said that, the backups got better chemistry with the backup receivers. How about Ryan Flournoy out there with some big grabs today? Some of them backup receivers, Jalen Tolbert, got a touchdown. I know he injured his finger, he had to come out, but I mean,
We
the
talked about it, man.
backups
These
and
guys gotta
backups
do
are
it.
going to gel together a little bit better. And, we already know Cooper and CD got that chemistry because when Cooper Rush Hour initially came in, when Dak went down, we already seen that movie.
And he's got the rapport with the backups because he's the second team quarterback, so he's going to be throwing to some of those guys a lot. I mean, that's Rush. Rush is
shout out to Chris
an asset.
Collinsworth. And shout out to Chris Collinsworth. So who we got? We got next. Who we got? We got Eagles on the road. Is that right?
Yeah.
We got to go to the link. Is that where we got to go? Where them Eagles fans at? I ain't seen no Eagle fans in the comments today.
You imagine we beat the Eagles?
We go to the Lincoln Financial Correctional Facility.
So what's the chances that because when Jalen went down and he went concussion, I was like, there goes the script. He's gonna be out next game. So is it gonna look like maybe we're probably gonna see Jalen Hurts, or we're gonna see Kenny Pickett against the Eagles in Philly? What you think, Kel?
We either going to see. I saw a glimpse of the QB3. I think it's McKee or McGee. We either going to see him or Pickett, because as of right now, Rush, Lord.
Hey, Ray, I seen that meme too, baby. That's called a run game. Check Rico Dowdle right there, Ray. Check Rico Dowdle for 500, and then come back and holler at you, boy.
Yeah, that's only recently too. He didn't get shit tonight.
Yeah, I mean the run game opened up the pass game. I mean, duh. I mean, we didn't have any run game because we didn't have no fucking offensive line. We talked about this last show, Bob. Right? Isn't it amazing that when our best offensive lineman, right guard Zach, goes out of the game, that we find a run game?
And then here's another thing, also too, with with Jalen Hurts, because they didn't transport by train. They transported by air. So he's getting on a plane with the discombobulated head.
Oh, that don't sound good.
Right. So when he gets off the plane, of course he's going to get a medical evaluation with that. Even though flying from here to Philly is almost like 30.
So they don't take them local to get that done. They actually fly. Oh, they're flying back to the team doctors and do it that way.
Yeah. So because I asked someone that I know that works for the Cowboys 2.0 team.
Yeah.
And I asked were they flying back or were they catching a train back? They're flying back.
Yeah, Ray don't listen so well. Look, when Zach Martin went out, the Dallas Cowboys found the run game. The offensive line started gelling. Didn't your guy TJ Bass and a couple of them guys in there got in there and mixed it up? So Ray, come on, man.
No, Bass,
I know you shooting,
Bass
baby.
Was inactive. Bass was inactive.
Yeah, but I mean, some other guys came in and gave us some quality play that allowed Rico to go over 3 games with the rushing. I mean, Rico's, I don't know how many yards tonight. Let's go take a look at what did those stats. Let's go take a look at that.
I'll tell you this right now, guys. This is the way this goes down. It happens a lot. Think about like the tight ends that played behind Witten. When Witten finally retired, left, whenever he took off, that's when we were able to see what the tight ends on the rest of our roster could do. If we're going to throw the ball to a tight end, it's going to be to Jason Witten almost all the time. They didn't have a chance to shine. The same shit happens with these offensive linemen. So when Zach Martin goes out, the rotation changes up, and this next man up thing happens, and these young kids start actually playing real well. I mean, that's kind of the way it is. I don't think it's really a big puzzle. It's hopefully something that happens with every position on your team. When someone like a veteran goes down, a young kid comes up and excels in that position. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's happening for us right now.
Look at this, y'all. 400 yards of offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they lose. The Dallas Cowboys had less than 50 rushing yards. We had 31 rushing yards, 317 total yards. Cooper Rush, 286 yards. I mean, that's crazy that we beat them without any kind of run game. You know what I mean? So here comes my guy, Ray. I told you Cooper Rush was better, man. But look, that defense came to play. We had some very good complimentary football tonight. It wasn't like just Cooper came in there and, just rah-rah the whole team for the win. You know what I'm saying, my guy, Ray? Talk to me, you boy.
And Washington came in today and won a game after turning the ball over 5 times. One of the only teams in history to do that. That just doesn't happen.
Didn't Detroit just do it the week before? And then, here come, they say what? The Eagles say, hold our beer, right? Hold my beer. Watch this shit.
That's crazy.
So we got the Eagles on the road, and then we got the Buccaneers. I didn't get it right. Somebody correct me today. Say that shit right, BG. It's the Buccaneers. So shout out to the Buccaneers and Teddy. We're gonna see y'all at home to finish out the season. The Cowboys are now 7-8. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I remember 4 or 5 weeks ago, we were saying it's time to do the dishes and fire Mike McCarthy. And then somehow the offensive line got his shit together. We found a run game. Cooper Rush became a little bit more, efficient back there, especially throwing 3 touchdowns one game. But, man, think about it. That muffed punt against the Bengals. And we have a whole different story today, especially, if the Eagles could have understood the assignment, but they didn't. If they'd had to understand the assignment and we won like we did tonight, and think about that. This team is, it's a game of inches, man. It is that close from it looking like, oh, y'all ain't shit to, well, there's some winners. I mean, look at the Chargers, where my guy Tomas at. I mean, the Chargers are all right, but they ain't that good. But anyway,
they're not that good. No, they're not that good.
But yeah, we got the Eagles up on the road, and that's going to be funny. A backup quarterback versus the backup quarterback in the NFC East next week. Ooh,
reminds
Eagles
me of
fans
last
will be
year.
crying all week.
What was it the year before when we played and they had we had our starter in, but they had a backup, and then the next game we played, we had Rush in, and they had their starter in, but I think we won. I think we might have won both of them. I don't know. There's a chance we beat the Eagles because
there is.
They apparently cannot do anything without Jalen Hurts in that squad. I mean, they just fell apart today.
Kenny Pickett came in and gave him a little bit of game today, but I mean, Jaden Daniels did his thing. Boy, I'm telling you, Jason Garrett, get Jaden Daniels stuff out your mouth. I mean, Jason Garrett was up there going off. I ain't seen a quarterback like this is Dak Prescott. Oh my God, Jaden Daniels is the most athletic, pure quarterback passing running we ever seen.
Yep.
Shut it up, Jason Garrett.
Crown this man.
But anyway, I'm happy. Either way, I would have been happy coming in here tonight. It's different when you go into the game with no expectations, ain't it?
It sure is, man.
It's like when we're like, fuck it. It could be like whatever. And then the Cowboys show up. Maybe that's the mentality we need to have going in every game. Fuck it. We're just going to see what happens. And boom. Well, look at the Cowboys. They just did a whole thing today.
Listen, if there's even one fan out there who believes the reason that the Cowboys won a game is because they wore a specific jersey, then you have to believe that me guessing and picking against the Cowboys yesterday just meant that they were going to do something to prove me wrong. So
yeah, I know both of y'all bet against the Cowboys, and I took the Cowboys. You right about that? I'll take that. I'll get my flowers.
I had us winning, but like I said, the state of the team and how we've been playing and everything, we don't do no adjustments or anything like that. I was like, and then also I've watched what the Bucs have been doing this season and everything. That's why that whole sermon I gave you yesterday, I was like, it may not even go in our favor. That's what's like, Mike Evans is going to have 2 touchdowns, but I forgot what's his name. McKinley? No, Miller. Yeah. Is it Miller? I forgot.
Yeah. And then some guy threw. I mean, he was wide, fuck open on that one play. Baker threw down there. I was like,
I forgot.
That's when Booth had just came in. Phone Booth had just came in, and they did a switch on us, and abracadabra, there's a touchdown.
I forgot that they had Miller as like their if anyone plays spades. I forgot that Miller was their baby joker. And they just slammed it on the table.
I mean, the Cowboys secondary was laying hits. I mean, Sterling Shepard went out the game. I mean, Mike Evans got popped a few times. He was looking around like they was making it known. And man, shout out to Deron Bland. The Modesto thief came in there and just fighting for the ball. Like, he could have just took him down, but they're like, no, let me get the ball. And he comes up with it to close down the let's let the Cowboys get this shit away again game.
And I didn't even know that they put Baker Mayfield in the blue tent. I think I was on one of my shots at that time.
Yeah, that was pretty much right away. Yeah, and they had to do that because they realized after he sat down that he actually hit his head on the ground. So like, all right, we gotta. Yeah. See, that's the thing about it. It's not. I'd love to believe that these guys are out there running to make sure that these kids are safe. It's not. Their job is to cover the organization's ass. So in order for them to do that, when they see a player hit their head on the ground, you better jump on and get that guy in the tent and evaluate, because if anything happens and you didn't do that, the organization is screwed. So it's all about saving face, not saving brains.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad I beat my son because it was his first year in fantasy football, and I just didn't want to. He had CD Lamb, and I had Ferguson and Aubrey, and I needed like 8 points or something like. No, we were tied at 200 points because you run that shit back to back in second weeks. How y'all doing in your fantasy football, Bob? How'd you do? Kels, how'd you do?
My my league that I've been running, my gamers league, for about 15 years. This is the 15th year, and I am currently in second place. I won today.
Oh,
I
nice.
won today with Baker Mayfield as my quarterback. I started him, and
Yeah.
I started Bucky as well in another league.
Damn.
The other league that I was in, I won that game too, and I thought might be a consolation. But I'm actually after these games are done, and whether I win or lose, I'm retiring from fantasy football. I'm done with it. I'm getting out of both leagues.
I'm in the playoffs in 2 of them, so I just won 1, and yeah, right now I just won 1.
Yeah, I lost my big money league, so I'm active in 2. I got 3 players with Green Bay on Monday that could probably get me over the hump over my guy Anthony Thomas. So shout out to all my folks in the Built Different Group Money League, and then also the Top Fan League. I had to knock my son off today to stay alive to go into the next round. So I'm still alive in the Top Fan League. So shout out to all of the top fans that have been playing with us all season long. I know I haven't really used much of our leagues as content or really talked them out that much, but thank y'all for everybody. BG really just been ghost riding the whip. I mean, a couple times I was like, damn, I got 3 players on my roster on IR. I maybe need to dump them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need to do a little maintenance here every week.
And the thing is, I have very good players on my team, but the thing is, either it's injuries or they were not designing plays to get them active in the game. So I'm like,
right. Well, it is what it is. It's been the post-game show with Kels and Bob and BG. The Cowboys win 7-8. We got the Eagles on the road at the Link. And oh yeah, by the way, it's my girl Kels' birthday. So shout out to my girl Kels. Y'all give her a round of applause on her birthday today, up past midnight.
Happy birthday, Kels.
Giving us the intels. Yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to Tom's Watch Bar. If you have one in your area, go. They have upscale bar food and everything. Everything was comped.
Yeah, they got one out in Vegas, and One Star One Family did with too. So yeah, shout out to Tom's Watch Bar. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll be live again coming up this week. It's going to be Victory Monday coming up tomorrow. And then we got the Eagles on the clock with a backup quarterback. We're going to be tracking that whole Jalen Hurts thing. So get ready on Build Different Group, baby. We talking, it's Eagles week. And if the Cowboys beat the Eagles with a backup, boy, I tell you, the damn Eagles they're going to deteriorate in December like they always do. That's law.
I'm gonna call that game the back that ass up game.
The back that ass up game, huh? What you gonna call it, Bob? What you got? What you got for us?
I don't know, man.
Raising the bar back in the gym, huh? This week, going to push up some iron, baby.
I don't even know, man. From week to week, we don't even know. I don't know. This team's winning, man. So hopefully they'll be a group of winners again. But
let's go into this next game with no expectations like this week. Maybe we'll get the same result.
You know me, man. I was team tank for the draft. You saw my hashtags all over OAT and BDG all year.
I think we all have been. Yeah, I think we were too today, especially coming after we found out we got eliminated. It was like, well, let's throw them in. We're going to have to see how the Cowboys respond. Well, they came out with their game plan because we know that Cooper was the game plan. And with that being said, we're probably not going to see any Trey Lance, and we're probably going to see Cooper Rush back with Mike and Mike next year in the Dallas Cowboys. But that's Bob. That's my girl, Kels, the birthday girl. We've been here on the post-game show. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Make sure you use hashtag replay if you watch this after the fact. Thank you to all of our green badges tapping in, making this content possible. Without y'all, it don't happen, baby. Tell them what we do when we get ready to get out of the gym. Dandy, we see y'all on.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over, and tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.